Now let's say you go there, say what's your price. Just to back it up, you can hold my ice. Now let's say you go there, say what's your price.
What's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time joining us, welcome to it. I really do hope that you stay, you subscribe, and you become a part of the ZeeX family. As I'm sure you guys can tell by the title of today's video, today I'm going to be showing you guys how I get my flawless summer base, and I'll be showing you guys some of my favorite red lipsticks. Now, one thing about me, you guys know, I will always mix a lipstick, I will always mix a foundation. I'm just a mixer in general, so you guys will be able to see the combo that I use to get this red lip. You guys are always asking me, Z, what is it that you use? What red lipstick is that, child? Where do you find it? How much is it? Where do I get it? You guys will find all those details in this video, so please do stay tuned. Most things in this video, if not all, can be found at the drugstore, aka DAISIES or Click, so everything is pretty affordable. So I really hope you guys appreciate that. If you do, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to comment as you guys are watching this video. Tell me what your favorite products are, what you guys want to try, anything you want to say it down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, become part of the family. We would love to have you here. You will definitely find a home with these amazing people who are part of the ZeeX family, so definitely do subscribe, and let us get straight into the video. Okay guys, we're gonna get straight into the video. First things first, we obviously are going to need to prime. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for long enough, you guys will know what my OG primer is, and that is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is how she looks. So sorry that it is so bright, but it is like a baby blue color. You get it from Clicks, DAISIES, anywhere you can get Maybelline products, and this is what I use to sort of blur out my pores. I feel like since I've started Artane, my pores have kind of like come through even more, and I heard a lot of you guys say the same thing on my Artane update video. So I am happy to hear that I'm not alone, black child, because the pores are saying what is up. But I'm happy with the way my skin has been clearing up, and I will be doing another update very soon, so don't worry your little soul. Do not worry your little soul, it's coming. Next up, I'm going to be taking the Prime Plus from Revlon. It is for brightening and skin tone evening. This is how it looks. This is just to brighten your skin, give you that extra glow. In the summertime, in the springtime, you want to look cute. You want to look like you're glowing from within. You don't even want it to just be highlighter that's making you glow. You want to make sure that you have an inward to outward glow. Does that make sense? This is how it looks, guys. It's like a yellow color, as you guys can see. I'm just going to put that on my forehead and right here by my cheek and chin, just to make sure that this is glowing, child. I want to be glowing from the inside, as I've said, so just make sure the high points of your face, excluding the nose, because I feel like I get very oily on the nose, so I'm anyways going to be putting powder on that, so I really don't see there to be a need for me to put primer or a brightening primer on my nose. So next I'm going to go ahead and take my Yardley Absolute Translucent powder. You guys also know this is an OG, an oldie but a goodie. I absolutely love this translucent powder. It is sort of a pinky color, and I feel like that sort of like scares people. People are like, ZeeX, is this gonna work for my skin tone? Trust me, child, it's going to work. Also, as you guys will see, when it's actually on the skin, you don't notice that pinky shade that it has. So I'm just gonna use this to seal in that primer that is mattifying, because my good people, as y'all know, skin tends to get a little bit oilier. I will say that my skin is not super oily because of the fact that I am on Artane. My skin, child, is way drier than usual, but I still feel like I need to do this step because the fact that I've still noticed that when I'm wearing makeup and stuff, my skin does still obviously get a little bit oily because the oils in the makeup and. Then for foundation, we're going to be using the Revlon Color Stay Full Cover Foundation. This is how it looks. I use this shade Caramel. Definitely, guys, I feel like this is one of the foundations you are going to need to test and swatch at the store, if they can give you a sample, because I know they probably aren't doing testers right now, they can do samples. Please ask them for a sample, because let me tell you, I got this in a press pack and there were like a whole bunch of different colors. I thought I would be cappuccino because that's normally the shade that I would go for in other brands, but I was caramel, and caramel does not sound like it would be my shade at all, but it fits my skin tone very, very well. Like, I feel like it matches really, really well. As you guys can see, I literally rinse this foundation because every time I go out, guys, this foundation is the go. Like, when they say full cover, they're not even joking. Like, it's not even a lie, and it's that for me. Like, it's the not it being a lie for me. I don't want to overdo it. I'd rather actually just add more if I need to add more. Then I'm going to take this foundation brush that I got from Revlon in the exact same price pack. A lot of people have been asking me about it. Unfortunately, my good friends, I have absolutely no idea if they actually sell it or not. I can try and find out for you guys. But it is freaking amazing. Like, literally when I got it in that press pack, I was so excited to try it out, and it lived up. Let me tell you one thing about this foundation, it lives up. I'm sure you guys can see the coverage is sensational. It's amazing. It's everything, truly. Something I thought I should just point out to you guys is that you don't want to move the product around like swishing it. You want to sort of do small swishes if you need to, but mostly pat it into your skin. That's what I tried to do, specifically because there's a lot of moisture on my skin before I even start my makeup. Since I've started Artane, like literally you guys will see if you guys follow me on my stories, my face literally looks like a glazed donut after I've put on the product in the morning. So I definitely do take note of not moving it around, else I'm not going to get literally any coverage out of these products. So definitely make sure you are patting it in to make sure, even though it is a full coverage foundation, that you're getting the most coverage that you can get. Okay, and then we're going to move on to concealer, concealing and highlighting, contouring, all of that fun stuff. So the concealers that I use, I'm a little bit extra when it comes to concealer. Definitely 3 concealers is my vibe. I don't use anything less than 3. 2 on like a very bad day if I'm doing like a very natural look, but on a regular day it's 3. If we're going out, it's 3. You understand? But that doesn't mean I like literally drench myself in 3. I kind of use them to like layer them up and stuff like that. So the first one that I use is the Revlon Color Stay in the shade Chestnut. It is very, very, very light. Let me show you guys how it looks. It is very, very, very light, but works perfectly for what I need it to work for. The next one that I use is the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. It is in the color Toffee. It says here 336. It says Toffee and Caramel Fonse, so it's one of those, child. But just take 336. Just remember that one. So this is how that one looks. Another one that I definitely feel like you should swatch at the shops. It's not focusing, but you guys know what it is. And then the last one is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 45. This one looks very, very ghetto and beat up. I've had this concealer for a while. It's one of those concealers that I like change with other concealers. I don't always use this one, but for the sake of this video, we're going to be using her. So the first thing that I do, you guys would have seen me do this if you guys watch my Get Ready With Me's on my vlogs. So I put this one closest to my eye. And this is just essentially going to be the lightest part of the highlighting situation of my under eye. And then we're going to put it on the bridge of the nose, a little bit there. I don't like to do too much with this one because obviously it is the lightest color and I don't want to look like a ghost child. I still want to look well blended. So we take the L'Oreal next and we're just going to put that underneath at every single place where we've put Revlon. We're just going to put it underneath. This one is a little bit thicker and dries a little bit quicker, so that is something to note. You don't want to leave this on for a very long time or else you're going to have a very hard time blending it out. Let me tell you that for free, child. Then I'm going to put it under there. on the sides. Now guys, if you don't want to do something that's super dramatic and you're not extra like me, this can be where you stop, or you can even change out this one for this one so that it's not as bright. But I'm just gonna take this one lastly, and then I'm gonna put that underneath. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. That goes underneath. This one goes to the bottom. Again on the sides. And then we're gonna take a damp beauty blender. Do you see the bounce? You want to take a damp beauty blender. I got this one from discount. It was literally like 30 rand. Honestly guys, I feel like the cheap beauty blenders work perfectly fine. Yes, you can invest in a beauty blender if you would like, but honestly guys, even the ones that I buy from China Mall are honestly the best beauty blenders that I've ever used. So personally, I would recommend just buy a cheap beauty blender and buy like 5 of them. You'll be set for the rest of the year. Trust and believe. And the only way they like wear and tear is literally if I'm aggressive when I'm washing them, specifically because I have long nails. Sometimes I dig into them. That's the only reason that mine ever break. So I definitely do recommend just 30 rand, keep it moving. Oh, big grand. So all I'm going to do now is blend everything out. You guys will see how I blend it out so that everything looks good. Everything, even when there are places where I haven't put product, I sometimes will take the blender and I'll just move the product onto there so that it's not too harsh, but there's still something there. But you guys will see. So watch and learn. Okay guys, so now that everything is beautifully blended, we're going to go back into the Yardley Absolute Translucent Powder, and we're just going to put that underneath our eyes, bridge of the nose, forehead. We're also going to be putting powder on our smile lines. As you guys will be able to see, I have very prominent smile lines, and you guys can see it if I'm wearing makeup and I haven't set it. So what I like to do is just to set it over there so that it stays in place, and so it kind of holds the makeup there for the longest possible time. We're not going to be baking for super long. This is what they would call baking, but honestly I don't think I do bake, but like I don't do it for long. Literally just as long as it takes for me to contour, then I take it off. It's not like a super long process like how it used to be for me, just because I no longer find it as necessary, because as I did tell you guys, my skin is a little bit more dry. But also you guys will see a technique that I use to sort of combat the dryness is to drench my skin in setting spray. But you guys will get there when we get there. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color Espresso, and we're going to use this to contour. I'm a person who powder contours. I don't use any foundations or liquids or anything like that. Powder contouring for me is a little bit more subtle, and it's just more up my alley in terms of my comfort zone. So we're just gonna contour. I use a brush like this, sort of an angled brush. By the way, I got this brush in a set from Take A Lot, so do check it out if you guys would like to get it. And I'm just gonna contour. I can't speak and contour at the same time, so I'll check you when I'm done. Now that that is done, I'm just going to put a little bit of translucent powder underneath where I've contoured on my cheeks. That's just going to make that line a little bit more defined. It's going to make my cheekbones a little bit more defined. You guys will see how I will take it down a little by adding powder over it so that the line is not too harsh, because obviously as you put translucent powder over it, it will look quite harsh. But don't worry, we're going to fix it. So while I'm out here still looking like a grandpa, we're gonna go ahead and take the Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless powder in the color Toffee this time. I'm sure you guys can tell what my some of my favorite brands are. You guys just let me know down below. What do you guys think my favorite brands are from the drugstore? I feel like you guys know, because I'm such a creature of habit. Like if I love a product from a brand, or if I love a brand, child, I'm gonna rinse it. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and I'm gonna use this to sort of dust off the powder from under my eyes and everywhere else pretty much that I put the powder. Please don't worry guys, if it looks pretty cakey now, it will not look like this for long. Believe, trust, and believe. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and take a powder. This is the Yardley London Even Complexion Pressed Powder. I won't put it on the screen because it's looking very beat up from the feet up. It's the same color as my skin tone though, and I'm just gonna take that and a fluffy brush and just blend out this part, just so that the place where I've blended is not too harsh, or rather the place where I put the translucent powder isn't too harsh, and that it blends well with my skin. We wanna look cute at the end of the day, child. We don't wanna look too much, but you want to look enough, you know what I'm saying. The next step before we do round one of setting, I'm going to take blush. This is my NYX Sweet Cheeks blush. It is in the shade Bang Bang. Guys, if you are a beginner using blush, I 10 out of 10 would recommend using this blush. The reason I love this is because I feel like it's well suited for people with dark skin like me. I also love the fact that it's not too bright. It won't overwhelm you. You can build it up nicely. I absolutely love this blush. Like I honestly have not found a blush that I love as much as this one. It is everything and more, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I also can't speak while I apply blush. I'm just going to and apply blush on the apples of my cheeks, child. And the more you want, you can sort of build it to your liking. That's what I love. Oh guys, I love this blush so much. Who am I without this blush? Who was I before blush, guys? You remember, I only actually got into blush this year. Who was I before blush? Like, what was I? Who was I? Where was I? So, now that all the powders are done, child, we're gonna take the Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set Refresh Mist. This is how it looks, and I'm just gonna put this all over my face just to seal everything in, so it stops looking so cakey, because obviously we don't want our makeup to look cakey, child. We wanna look bright, we wanna look alive, child, okay? So, I don't recommend you to breathe while you put this thing on, because literally it always chokes me. But either way, now that we are done with the base, child, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do my brows off camera. I'm gonna do my brows and the eyes off camera, and then I'll come back for when we're doing our highlights and all that fun stuff. So see you guys in a second. Okay guys, now that I'm done with my eyes and my brows, I also just wanted to note here, just to give you guys a tip. Normally when I'm doing a very bright lip, I like to do something very neutral on the eyes. I don't like to have a bold eye and a bold lip. That's why you've seen here, I've just done a winged eyeliner, nothing too hectic, so that my lips are the main focus, because I feel like if there's a busy eye and then there's a red lip, I'm gonna look like a hot mess. I'm gonna look like I don't know what I'm doing. Everything is just gonna be all over the place. So I've decided to do just a winged eye. Sometimes I may do no eyeshadow, or sometimes I do just a brown smoky eye, something very neutral so that no attention is taken away from the lips. Also in terms of my brows, as you guys know, now I've changed to do my brows after my foundation. I found it's so much easier. I use so much less product. If you guys would like to see my updated brow routine, let your girl know. Give me a thumbs up and let me know down below in the comments. But now let's move on to highlighting. Now for the longest time, you guys know I did stop highlighting because my skin was just being a bit wayward, but right now we are back to highlighting, and I'm going to be using my Maybelline Face Studio Bronze Color and Highlight. This is how it looks. You guys know I used to love this. Like literally when I first got it, I rinsed it, but then I broke it. Like when I was moving, I think from Reyes to back home, I broke it. Something happened way too, and they sent me another one recently. Shout out to Maybelline, shout out to you guys. It's like they always know what I need, because even when my spray was finishing, they sent me another one. I said, one thing about you guys, I'm going to literally mix all of these together, but mostly using the light one and the dark one. But I like to kind of just dab everywhere, child. And then we're just gonna put this above where we put that blush. It kind of does blend in with the blush, but that is perfectly okay. And then again on the other side, I'm just trying to make sure that they're both, you know, equally as bright. You don't want to just use the bright one alone, like the lightest one, because honey, you will look like I don't even know what. It looks a little bit scary. So it's really if you have my skin tone. Obviously, if you have lighter skin, it may look a little bit better. But child, hey, not for me. Then I'm also gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna mix the colors again. Then I'm gonna put it underneath my brow bone. Just under the brow bone. We love a good brow bone highlight in this house. Then same thing, bridge of the nose. Just blend it out. You don't want anything to look too harsh. It's gotta look good, well, and blended, child. So now we've gotten to the fun part. We're gonna be doing our red lip. Literally, guys, if you guys know me, I am obsessed with red lips. Like, if I don't know what to wear on my lips, red lips are always what I gravitate towards, so I feel like it suits me so well, and I found the perfect red lips for my skin tone. That's honestly the key, guys. Some people need something that's a little bit more orange, some people need something that's a little bit more deep, some people need one that's a little bit lighter. So you kind of have to figure out what is the perfect red for you. So if you are my skin tone and you feel like what I wear will look good on you too, honey, I got a situation for you. When it comes to my favorite red lips, these are my holy grail products, okay? So the first one is this MAC lipstick. It is the Retro MAC. It is the MAC Retro Matte lipstick in the shade Feels So Grand. This is the first one that I found that I absolutely fell in love with. No, I'm lying to you. The first one that I found and fell in love with was Rihanna's one. I don't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen right now and the name of it. That was my favorite one, but it broke, so I had to find something that was going to be an alternative, because obviously we can't get Fenty Beauty in South Africa. So I found her and I love her, child. She's so good. She was my first love after the Fenty Beauty lipstick, so I really love this lipstick. Then next we're gonna go to our Revlon Ultra HD matte lip color. This is how she looks. I will swatch all of them for you, and it is in the shade Romance. So this is my next fave, the next one that I fell in love with after MAC, and it's a really beautiful color. And then the last one is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Pioneer. This one, oh my goodness, what a color, Maybelline. You guys were wilding. You guys were huge wilding. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swatch all of them for you guys. I'm gonna do MAC Retro Matte first. This is how she looks. All of these are matte lipsticks, just so you guys know. Then that is Revlon on top. That is Maybelline on top. As you can see, they're all pretty much the same shade. The one in the middle is just a little bit creamier than the ones on the outside, which is the Revlon. But honestly, beautiful colors. I'm obsessed, guys. I'm literally obsessed with these lipsticks. So I'm gonna wipe this off and then we will get to application. Okay, so in terms of my routine when I'm actually applying this, I always go in first with the MAC Retro Matte, and I use this on the outsides of the lips. So I basically line the lip with this one. And the reason I do this is because I know that this color is super duper matte, so it literally won't move.
Sunshine, I could call you my baby boy. You could call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. You can be my sunshine. I could call you my baby boy. You could call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time.
Okay. Then next we're going to, for today, the color we're going to use is Pioneer by Maybelline. We obviously can't use all three of them. It's not going to make any sense. So I'm going to take this and put it on the inside. And just blend it in with that MAC. This is another color, guys, that does not move.
Know how to cook, cause a nigga like to eat spaghetti, shrimp, and stuff. And I'll adore you. I treat you like milk. I'll do nothing but spoil you.
Sunshine, I could call you my baby boy. You could call me your baby girl.
Alrighty guys, so now that the red lip is done, we're going to do the final step, which is to apply the Maybelline Lasting Fix Finishing Spray. This is my OG. I'm going to do 2 layers of this, but I'll only show one on camera because obviously we're going to be here for 5,000 years. But basically, I'm going to apply the first layer, wait for it to dry, apply another layer, and then we're going to be fine. I do 2 layers because obviously now we have to wear masks. So I want to make sure my makeup really doesn't move and that it stays in place even when I have my mask on. Guys, never be shy with a setting spray. Never in your life, okay? Be confident, be comfortable, be elated to use setting spray, okay? Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope that you guys found it informative. I hope you guys like the lip colors that I've suggested, and please do let me know down below if you guys are actually going to try them, and if you have tried them, what you guys have thought about them. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Become a part of the family. I promise you will find a happy home over here, and of course I will see you all in my next video. Bye.